love my crew. Draft. Monkey King. Monkey King.
I don't know, Dana. There's a Scarab God.
You realize how low the chances are of me picking
Dana, it's a Scarab God.
It's a Monkey King! It's a Scarab God versus a Monkey King. What do you think I'm gonna pick?
Dana, Scarab God is such a bomb. Like, it's all but unbeatable.
Will I get a gummy now if I take Scarab God over Cola?
Technically, Shaman says Scarab God's like the best card in the cube, right?
If I take Scarab God, will I get one gummy now?
You're bargaining for the early gummy?
Just one.
Grub says blue, black, or a mono green. Take the God. Fine, you can get the early gummy. You drive a hard bargain, Dana. Okay. That's a good one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lemon UK said, no, Dad caved so early. Well, it's just one for a while. It doesn't mean gummies are like fully starting. Long John says, greetings, Daddy and Dana. Happy Flag Day. Happy Flag Day to you, Long John. Thank you for the
Happy
greetings.
Flag Day, though. I do not know what that is.
Maybe. You know what? I do know. I think it has... I'm trying to think of what the origin of it are. Maybe Long John can fill us in. I do know of it, but I don't remember all the specifics.
I like seeing.
But it'd be good to know, because we learn lots of good things on this stream, right, Dana?
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have here? This isn't the most exciting one.
No, it's really not.
Oh, Grub, thank you for the subscription.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Grub. Appreciate it. Valmarinite.
Yep.
That's a nice kind of early thing. Okay.
We know we're black.
We know we're black, and we possibly...
Go green, black, splash, blue.
We could.
Hopefully this land will wheel.
Well, you could decide to take the land.
Valentine is so good.
Well, Valentine's good if you have like Valentine combos with things, like if you have life gain. Right? On the backside. Now, that said, I guess the I guess the front side doesn't really need that. I don't know, the land's interesting.
You know what? Let's go with the land.
Go with the land? I mean, usually plenty of playables. So you could kind of do it that way. Long John said, sorry I missed yesterday's stream. I was doing church and grocery shopping related stuff and didn't have the chance. Oh, Long John, no apologies. We love having you here when you can make it, and when you can't, not a problem. We all have other things, right? Yes. Lemon UK says blue. Dana's clearly going more insane by the week.
No, it was just for the gummy.
Oh, and Fjord Kelvin says hi, Fishers. Hello, Fjord Kelvin.
Instead of saying black, blue, splash, green, I immediately went to black, green, splash, blue.
I see. This is true. What do you think? You like the Blood Mage? Or,
yeah, I like the Blood Mage.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah. There's also, interestingly enough, there's also Egon. Which the flip side of Egon does kind of combo. Let's see. Well, not really, because you have to exile a creature. Yeah, maybe it doesn't so much. Yeah, there's also Bolas' Citadel. But that requires you to be very black. Oh, wow, Bonecatcher Giant in here.
And Lava Coil.
Yeah. Ooh. I will point out...
Red seems open.
Well, yeah, Red seems somewhat open. Lay Claim is an amazing card. That does push you a little bit more black, blue, splash, green. Long John says, however, I watched the entire stream after I'd completed my... Oh, wow, my God, Long John. Wow, that's dedication. Yeah, it was an... Oh, that's true. Yesterday was an extra one. Right? Because of the Modern Horizons. Yeah.
Not Monday.
Yes, yesterday's was extra.
I thought you said Monday.
Oh, I meant yesterday's. You okay with the Lay Claim?
I guess.
I mean, it's an amazing card. Of course, Lemon UK might think you're going even more insane.
I'm not really going.
Okay.
I'm not happy about picking blue. I will pick blue.
Oh.
If I have to.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh. Okay.
Lands, God Eternal, Buntu, or Bubble Snare?
That's an interesting one. I don't know on this. You do have a couple of good lands already, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But lands are always really good. But God Eternal Bantu can also be really good. It's up to you, Dana. That's a tough one. Kind of like that Exclusion Mage.
Yeah.
Especially if you can reuse it with Scarab God. Especially good times, huh?
Yeah, but I don't like all these.
This is not that exciting. Lemony Kisses blue-black is surprisingly open, actually. That is true. Let's see.
So is red. That's a late skewer the critics.
Yeah. You could put the land as option value, too.
I could go like a Golos type
Oh my god.
thing.
Egon this late?
Wheeled.
I guess it is cube. Ooh. What do you have instant-wise? One.
Vraska's Contempt.
Okay. Gearhulk is... Gearhulk's probably...
I got blown out by a Gearhulk in an earlier game where the Gearhulk does a Blime Epiphany countering.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Lemony Case full rainbow incoming might be. I don't know, Gearhulk's probably the best card, and you have time to get instants.
Yeah.
It does put you pretty firmly in blue.
I guess, yeah.
So you okay with this?
I'll be fine.
Oh, wait,
Is that
hold on.
what I need? Isn't that, like, exactly what I need?
Okay, Golos is nice. There's also the Sphinx, which is quite good. Oof. I don't know. I mean, you kind of have some good lands for it, for Golos. I mean, you're not base green is the problem, so you're not, like, that good on the lands. I could see this one either way. Yeah, this is a really interesting way in terms of which way you go. Kravixis says hello, everyone. Hello, Kravixis.
Hello.
Keep your hand on the mouse in case people have good points one way or the other. So you're leaning Golos, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then going the 5-color route?
Mm-hmm.
5-color even without base green, huh? Okay. You can see it either way.
Also, if I can help it, I won't pick a blue card.
I see. And Lilia says good afternoon. Hello, Lilia. What do you like here? Oh, and then Long John has the more background on Flag Day, which is awesome. What do you like here? Is Yorion good?
Yeah, Yorion's probably not going in my...
we have some good stuff like
companion.
Exclusion and Callous Blood Mage. Yeah, Yorion combos with a lot of things. Lilia likes Ayara.
That's very black, though, and if we're doing...
I mean, if you go in 5-color, that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
All right. So Long John says the original American flag, 13 stripes and 13 stars described in a circle on a blue field, replaced the British symbols of the Grand Union flag on June 14th, 1777 by order of the First Continental Congress. Oh, thank you, Long John.
Thank you.
Ah, and you're kind of studying, you studied early American history, didn't you?
Yeah, all year in history, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Vraska?
So that's very fitting. Vraska, Skittering Surveyor is also really good with, and that won't wheel. Vraska, there's a small chance, but.
Skittering Surveyor actually does have a chance of wheeling.
Okay.
So does this land and this land.
Yeah, there's a lot of lands, I guess, to pick up. Okay. Radiantware likes the Catacomb.
As much as I really hate to say it.
There's also the Triumph for what it's worth. But Allround is really good.
Honestly, one of the lands higher chance of wheeling than all around.
That's true. What about Sot coming?
Definitely no.
Are you tempted?
No.
Coliander says, I hate draft so much. Too random for me, but a good way to get new cards. Draft is a good way to get new cards, except not cube draft.
How about the Polyman?
Okay, I can see... Okay, I didn't see what else was in there, but yes, Polyman's usually quite good.
Yeah, it's the Polyman, of course.
Oh my god, the black in this pack.
Oh, jeez!
Oh. Let me, in case if we could get mana sorted, this draft seems properly powerful. Yes.
Jesus, hand seems so good. Or this pack. I'm leaning towards the Hagrid.
Yeah, over the... It's between
it's an
that...
instant and it can be a land.
It's a good point. Nightmare Shepherd is also very, very good.
So is Massacre Witch.
Yeah.
And so is Sedgemoor Witch.
Okay. No. Oh.
Or Find Finality.
Wow. Jimmy says, isn't Nightmare Shepherd very good? Nightmare Shepherd is very good.
And so
although they made a good point that comboing with the Torrential Gearhulk. Wow. So Storm Coral Serpent or Find Finality is the question. Right? I think it's between those two.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can see either way here.
Stone
Okay.
Coral Serpent it is.
Jimmy says, I'd rather the Stone Coil Serpent. Okay.
We need 2 drops.
You do need some 2 drops. God Pharaoh's Gift. As if Scarab God wasn't enough. Mire Triton is a... what about a Ketra's Monument?
That's for white.
I mean, it works okay for it. But anyway, okay.
It's for white.
You did correctly point out you needed 2 drops. Ooh. Given that, what about the Aetherborn? What do you think?
Or the land.
I can see it either way. I mean, that is a good land for you. Okay. So many choices, Dana. That or the land. It's not really different from... Oh, wow.
2 good things wheeled. Actually,
Yeah.
3 good things.
Skittering Surveyor. Oh, which also combos with Yorion.
Oh. I mean,
For what it's worth.
it gets a basic land, so we'll probably want 1 of each basic.
Jumi says hi, by the way. Hello, Jumi. Oh, wow.
Hello.
That was good. Traxxas and C.
Mm-hmm.
So what? You're...
Oh my
God.
Harney Queen. Definitely no. Sadly.
Wow, the lands are heading in. Exactly. Oh, there's a Sharknado, though, Dana. Wow.
It's such an expensive card.
Oh, your curve is ridiculously expensive. Wow, your curve is expensive. This is true. But Sharknado can cycle. Swords, best removal ever printed. Yeah. Swords is an option, although I think white is just there really for Golos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inquisition of Kozilek's nice. Do you like Phyrexian Arena over Shark Typhoon?
Yes.
Okay. Ranger Alpha says, yeah, in another window, and I hear we need 2 dots followed by God Pharaoh's Gift. Although you didn't pick God Pharaoh's Gift, did you?
No, I did not. I picked the 2 drop.
Okay. What do you think here? Interesting choices.
Very interesting choices. Fatal Push or land?
Yeah. I was eyeing that land. I mean, because like you really solidly 3 colors and you can kind of... I mean, if you're going the
Actually,
Golos
green
plan...
is quite a small splash. I only have 2.
Ranger Office's Final Push is kind of like a 2-drop. Mindstone is like skipping a 2-drop. Yeah? I could see this either way. I don't know if you have good stuff to go with.
Actually,
lures,
the
not
Mind
really.
Stone is good ramp for us.
It is. That's true. Yeah. Given the curve, I think that's a fair point. Push isn't insane and limited. That is true. Not like constructed. Well, there's always the land.
There's a bunch of different lands. Probably this land.
That land's probably the one you want.
Or this Cruel Reality, but our curve.
I don't think the Cruel Reality. There's Ramthru. There's Gary, which is
Gary.
Good. But Jimmy likes Mind Stone. We like stuff to do on 2. Yeah. I think Mind Stone was the right pick there, Dana. Yeah, I can see the land.
Rankle, Master of Prankles.
You just like saying that.
I do.
Okay.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. There is a Shadow... Okay, Radiant versus Rankle equals easy. Yeah. Gary might wheel, to be honest, Jimmy says. That is true. There's also a Shadow Spear in here.
Rankle.
But...
Master of Prankles.
You don't want to Shadow Spear up like your Skittering Surveyor? Actually make it a threat?
It's still not that big of a threat.
All right, Rankle it
it's
is.
Still a two. It's still
I always say Rankles Cankles. Rankle's just a fun one, isn't it?
Uh-huh. It's a really fun one to say.
Okay. Caravan isn't bad either, yet from the last one. Oh, Botanical Sanctum is actually a good land for you.
Yeah.
Karuga's interesting. You don't actually have that much that's under 3 anyway.
No, I don't.
Land again? Like, this is actually the Golos. I was a little bit skeptical, but it's working out. You're finding, like, lands by the zillion.
Ooh. Command the Dreadhorde? Or
land.
Or land.
I mean, the lands are still good lands.
How many playables do I actually have?
Oh, good point. 24.
Okay, I have enough.
I don't know. I mean, Command the Dreadhorde.
It's really good.
It is good, but it's very expensive.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Maybe the Triumph.
Okay. Rashmi?
Alfie. I would say Esika, but
There's
that's
also Brazen Borrower.
If we do Esika, we could have the Prismatic Bridge.
Yeah, but it's double. Oh, that's true. You could Prismatic Bridge it up. Oh, not bad. Okay, it's up to you.
Prismatic Bridge? Just go for it.
Lemmy says we don't want no stinking common lands in our deck. And Heavens says, hey Fisher fam, hello Heavens. I'd rather the Borrower, Jumi said. Yeah, the Borrower would have been a fine pick too. Your lands are so crazy. How many instants do you have, by the way, for your Trencher Hulk? Did you pick up
2?
No, not that many.
I've been picking up lands galore.
Oh.
This is an instant.
Wow. Jumi, it's very sad, Dana, I think, because you didn't pick the Inquisition again. Let's see. You could Sphinx's Revelation. You could Fatal Push. You could land. What do you think? Land is not bad. Okay.
Okay, Sphinx's Revelation it is. Land?
Okay. I don't know what your land situation is, but like...
A lot. I have a lot.
Sorry, Jumi. She passed her Inquisition again.
Oh. Wow, my land situation is so crazy.
Yeah, but you may get super awkward. You have too many, like, tap and whatever lands. Gary didn't wheel sad. I know that is sad, Jimmy.
Well, I have a lot of shock lands, path
Oh my
lands.
god, your lands, Dana!
I'm definitely on this
Wow.
plan. I'm
Black
definitely
Man
on
says
this
some good
plan.
magic again, I see. Thank you.
I'm definitely
Lemon
on
UK
this.
says, I've not enjoyed a draft as much in ages. Flooding before the game starts. Yeah.
I only need to cut 5 cards.
Because you went all lands all the time.
Okay. Honestly, this turned into a Gear Hulk. Isn't that amazing?
3 basics? Rating says it might be 3 basics. You can probably cut a lot of those off-color lands, Ranger Alpha says. Yeah, you might have too much.
Yeah, like this Crad Crown
But let's see.
pathway.
Oh, the pathways are pretty good, though, because they don't come into play.
Well, it's only red and green, that's why.
Oh, fair. Well, let's see how much you need of things. Heaven says, what did I just see? So many. Wow. Did we get the zombie land anyway? No, sadly. We never saw that. Jimmy says, cut a plains. You don't need that many white. Oh, yeah, we haven't
We haven't done
but yeah, oh yeah,
lands.
no, there's no way a basic plains I think is needed here.
How many
Okay.
stuff for Traxos?
Oh, good question.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.
4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my God, like
12,
everything.
13, 14.
Okay, like pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
Okay. Traxos seems good then. Now, Grizzly Salvage, is that what you want?
No.
I don't think that's all that exciting, is it?
Neither is this torrential Gearhole.
Yeah, you just don't have enough to go with it. That's fair.
What do I have to go with Yorion?
Okay. You have,
Mire Triton.
I don't think that's that exciting. But Exclusion Mage.
Callous Blood Mage.
Skittering Surveyor.
Skittering Surveyor. Polyman.
Yeah.
Polyman is actually really good. Veraska, because Planeswalkers are good with that. Bantu, sort of. Golos. Lay Claim if I want to switch permanents.
Okay, you have stuff. I think it's okay. Yeah, Jimmy, probably we're cutting some of these lands. Phoenix King says, by the way, I finally completed my Navinra Orborg Tyrant Commander. Oh, cool. I don't like Egon. Too hard to keep. I could see Egon. I mean, you do... Let's see, what do you have? You have the Triton Mills, right?
Yeah, I don't have that much that self-mills.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you don't need to. Oh, insert user here. We'll get you that Coco code. Do you think you're going to do enough white for Sphinx's Revelation to be
Well, let's see.
worthwhile is the thing? Because I don't know if you're going to be playing all those lands. Is the
Yeah,
only thing.
no.
So you could,
No.
it's like that being more off color.
Yeah.
Jenny says hello, Dana. Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
Okay, as crazy... Yeah, I don't know how many, like, basics you're playing. Skittering Surveyor could be questionable. As odd as that sounds.
I know.
What's your curve, by the way? It's probably ugly. No, it's not that bad.
A lot of...
Rating where the Serpent is a nombo with the bridge and Golos. Might consider cutting it. Well, I do think, though, with the bridge, do you... Can I see the bridge? Other side of Esika? That's true. How many creatures do you have?
17.
Oh, okay. So you are fine on creatures. Yeah, I could see the serpent. I could also let's see here. I mean, honestly, Dana, do you think you're playing any basics other than swamps or islands?
Probably a forest.
Rating points out, oh yeah, Sedgemoor Witch, Dana, sadly, I don't think has very many triggers. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're really low. Okay, I'll give you one last chance to say it as a goodbye. How's that?
Sedgemoor Witch, Sedgemoor Witch,
I wonder if mine's up both here.
Sedgemoor Witch.
And Kravixis says I could see cutting Bantu.
I like Bantu, especially if I'm gonna have the Skittering Surveyor, the Callous Blood Mage, Exclusion Mage.
That's true.
Mire
Okay.
Triton.
That gives you. Okay.
Foulmire Knight.
And this would be the deck.
Now to figure out lands.
Yeah. Jimmy says, I think we just want the Serpent to die less on 2 because having an active bridge doesn't need to hit every time to be happy with it. That is true.
So I do think we want 5 basics, 1 of each, because of this terramorphic expanse.
I don't know. Do we?
Or maybe not. Maybe we cut the terramorphic expanse.
Well, let's see. How much of the off colors you have? For red, you have 4, which is probably too many.
Yeah, I don't need this.
Wait, and the triomes and stuff? Let's see. Well, triomes are probably among the best for you, right? I don't think you need all those. You don't need planes, Black Demon says. Yeah, that's true, for sure. So which red land do you cut, is the question.
Crown Pathway, because green's like a tiny splash of Polyman and Vraska, this is basically almost totally off color.
True. Jimmy says I'd cut fast land before Terramorphic Expanse. Yeah, this land situation is super tricky. I can't see. What about the Golos can fetch any land, not only basics?
Yes.
Okay. And I think your ones that are like your on-color ones are all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how many white lands do you have?
1, 2, 2. Yeah, 2.
2. So you're reliant on Golos? I cut temples before Expanse too. 2 isn't. So the problem is, Dana, if you have, I guess you could, you could maybe just bank on it, the 2. Like, I'm wondering if you want a basic planes is basically what I'm saying. Even though I know several people in chat said to cut the planes. Like with Golos, you're fine. The challenge is with the Prismatic Bridge if you want to cast that. Do you have other ways to get white mana at all? Yeah, Black Demon.
Well, this can.
Well, there's only one white one. Yeah, the bridge is the only one. Yeah, that is a thing. The bridge. What do you think, Dana?
Yeah, out of planes.
Out of planes, so you can fetch it if need be. I mean, it's tough. I don't know if that's the right move. Yeah. Anywhere, so I don't think it hurts to put in a single planes.
And for red lands.
Red, you have what, 4?
Now we have 4. But this is just good.
Okay.
So.
Jimmy says I can see cutting Glacial Fortress for planes.
Well, I would just add planes with the Glacial Fortress.
No, I can actually see that too, Dana. Because keep in mind, if you cut Glacial Fortress for planes, now you have 2 ways. Like it gives you essentially 1 more. Yeah. Does that make sense? And you don't have many planes or islands anyway. So it's probably just a tap land that doesn't give you value. I like that. Okay.
Technically, this is a plains. This
yes,
is
you
an
have a few.
island,
I know, you have a
this is
few.
an
You just don't have a
island.
ton. Okay, how many green sources? Green's another kind of off-ish color.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot.
And do you think you keep a basic forest?
I mean, maybe we don't need it. At the same time, a lot of the green lands are black and green, black and blue and green. Like this is black, green, and blue.
Yeah.
Blue and green.
Okay. I mean, you could also cut something like Blooming Marsh as a fast land, and keep the basic forest, and that's another way you can kind of have to fetch it. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Now you want to do the normal counting for your black and blue?
Well, maybe I think I don't need. This can cycle on. Yeah, I like this.
Oh, that's true. Maybe you cut one of the black-red ones because you don't have any. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you do that. Maybe you cut one of the black-red lands and add back the Blooming Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have way more red sources than you need. Although you don't have any basic mountains, to be fair. Nor do you probably want them. And add mountain. Oh yeah, that's another interesting point. Maybe you cut one of the the black-red. Of course, the problem is drawing a mountain is kind of like dead. But same with drawing the plains. What do you think, Dana?
I like that. Maybe we cut a temple. It's between these two because this can cycle and this can scrap.
Well, let's see. Are you likely to flood or do you have things to do with your mana?
Well, Golos, Scarab God. I've got this 7.
You have a lot of things to do with your mana.
Yeah, so maybe the temple.
Well, no. That's why I'm thinking maybe the canyon slough.
Oh, yeah.
A black demon man likes cutting temple. Temple of Malice I would cut for sure, and then probably cut one of the canyons. One of Canyon Slough or Blood Crypt. Okay, I can kind of see that. Cut the temple, so you don't have too many. Okay. Maybe see where you are in black and blue. Wow, this is like the trickiest mana situation you've had, I think. Jimmy likes adding mountain instead. Oh, okay, and then maybe you cut the Canyon Slough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can see that. Okay, and yes, I think one of the triples makes red?
Yes, Katrina Shrine.
So you have 1, 2, 3 natural sources and some other stuff. Okay, so let's see black and blue maybe. Jenny says, Dana, makes magic pull for what color to play. Daddy sneaks in blue to the pull. Dana, thinks no one is that mean and won't do that. Pull, blue wins 75%. Dana, hello guys, welcome to my TFT stream today. We're trying to get 3-star Ash. Chat, but the title says magic stream. Dana, change his title to remove evidence. Basically, rather than playing blue, you're playing TFT. Oh, speaking of which, we're doing a special TFT stream on Wednesday.
Yes.
Where I'm playing in the Riot Rumble.
Oh, they said it's okay?
Yes, they did. We are okay to stream it. But you're actually not allowed to offer advice in-game to me. You can commentate. You can prepare me in advance, but you're not actually allowed to offer, like, advice. But you can still commentate on things.
And at the end of the game, I'll have, like, a notepad to take notes on what I would have done.
You can debrief me!
I can debrief you!
Okay, I'm down for it. What do you think?
Yeah.
You'll take notes and then you'll do a debrief afterwards?
Because it will be Wednesday. My phone is supposed to arrive Wednesday. It's probably going to arrive earlier. I'll take notes on my new phone.
Just like I take notes on my phone during the Magic matches?
Exactly.
All right, we could do that.
Oh,
all right.
yes.
Do you like that plan?
Oh, that's
all right, let's see the black and the blue sources here.
Oh, black,
right, I'm down for that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then blue, 1, 2.
Well, wait. You want to count what you need to?
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
The regular way?
Yeah, the regular way. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I think some you might want to count as double. 1, 2.
1. Well, that's really only
That's single.
singular.
I'm talking about the Null Priest and the inscription. Oh,
1,
actually, inscription.
2, 3, 4,
Maybe.
5, 6, 7. We'll just do it.
I'll just 7. Yeah, I wouldn't do the other.
7, 8, 9. I don't think I need to count this because it can just be a land.
You probably don't want it to be a land.
9. I'll just count as 1.
10, 11.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Well, hold on. Can you back up top, Dana? Okay, let's do this. This is so tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Jimmy says, I want to get at least 9 black sources. I think you want at least 9. Maybe even 10. What do you...
So I have 7.
You have 7 as it stands?
Well, technically 8 if you add this.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's a little bit of an extra one.
So add in a swamp.
So is that 8?
Well, this, it makes it 9.
Oh, and I guess you want a basic island. Yeah, it's kind of like tells it, it sets it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough black sources? You have 9 natural ones? Because again, you might want that Terra
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then with Terramorphic.
Okay. The question is, are you okay with that, or would you cut anything for a black source?
I think this is good.
Okay. By the way, Lemming says, oh, lots of mockery from Dana to Dad at the end of the game, of course. You didn't give me a hard time, Dana? I see. Lily says, when you realize how old your Steam account is, when you find you have Half-Life 2, which you bought day one and haven't played since like 2009. It's fun finding old stuff. I think Phoenix King, you were saying that you found some old stuff. Portuguese says it's Field of the Dead deck. Sadly, we didn't get Field of the Dead, but it's Golos.
Field of the Dead would be quite
would be
good.
awesome. But Golos and Prismatic Bridge, right?
Yep.
Oh, Jenny says, wait, Dana has a phone.
Not yet. We
Dana
ordered
does not
it.
have
It's
a phone
supposed to
yet.
arrive Wednesday.
Yes, it's pretty exciting. Your first phone, right? Heaven says, good to see you all next time. Okay, Heavens. Jimmy says, it's weird to have this many duels to only have 9 black sources. Well, you technically only have 8. Oh, the Terramorphic Expanse is 9, and the Surveyor is 10.
Yeah.
If you use it for that.
All right, let's do blue.
Are you okay with all of
I'm
this?
fine with this.
Okay.
Blue.
Well, blue, I think you're way fine. I don't think, but you can check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm fine.
Like you're really fine on blue. Oh, MTG Nerd Girl.
Oh, hello.
Hello, MTG Nerd Girl. Hope you're doing well. Tricky Lands. It's got to be Golos. All right. Oh, Black Demon says, I think I'll go to bed. Something with me. About to fall asleep over. Or fall over asleep. Just crash. You've done that. Black Demon says, a good stream and good luck with the deck. Thank you, Black Demon.
I don't think you know this, but today, because last night I didn't get the best sleep, I fell asleep with my hand on Annie, and then all of a sudden I wake up and I'm upside down hanging off the bed.
Well, that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, Jenny says, Daddy won't get me one till I'm in middle school.
Yeah, in some places I will be in middle school.
Yes.
And all of my friends basically have a phone.
Yeah, and Dana's pretty responsible about things, and so, I don't know, we debated, but decided it was a decent time.
And then part of it, too, was my sister was able to go to the ice rink sooner than me because she'll be vaccinated sooner than me, so.
Yes, so this is something you can do, even younger than her. The other thing, Dana, is that we are just getting you the free phone.
Yes.
So, it's a nice starter phone. Still got to pay the monthly fee, but it's the free phone.
It's a phone that can play Arena, so.
Yes, that is true, because it has the right processor for it. Jimmy says counting Surveyor is cheating a tiny bit, given that we have 20 black pips. Yeah, I'm not in love with the lack of black, but I'm not sure what to do with it. The only thing you could do, Dana, I'm just thinking out loud here, is do you cut... Let's see, what non-basics do you have?
Non-basics?
Yeah. Go back to your non-basics in your sideboard.
That would have to just be kind of like that.
Yeah. Do you cut a basic amount, or do you cut even an island? How many blue sources do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, did you count the pathway?
6.
6 blue sources. Although
Honestly,
blue, you have some double blue.
Do we cut a forest?
How many green sources do you have?
Without the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you have any dual lands that produce green that you didn't add in, or do you have them all in? We've spent so much time on this one.
Well, this, but...
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Interesting. So what you could do, Dana, I'm not sure this is the right move, you could cut the mountain in the forest, add in the red-green pathway, and add in a swamp.
I like just cutting the forest and add in the swamp.
Just cut the forest for the swamp straight up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, your green is much later, isn't it?
Polyman and Vraska.
Yeah, and Esika's, well, Esika, but you're probably
I'm probably
the front
not
side.
casting
Yeah.
the front side. I'm probably casting the bridge, which is very weird to say.
I think this is reasonable, Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't says, what is this sweet pile of questionable choices we're playing? It's 5-color strangeness.
Uh-huh.
Insanity.
Tricky land.
Oh, Lilia says, trivia question. What tribe has the least amount of decks according to EDH Rec? Oh. What do you think?
Creature tribe?
Yes.
Ah.
The least. That's a hard one.
Lorglyph!
I'm going to go with homunculus. Lemmy says, it's a surreal game when the decisions on land are way harder than the other cards. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, by the way, thank you, insert user here, for the follow, and thank you, Mega Doofy, for the follow. Yep, shall we give this a try?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
This land. Wow, Dana, the lands.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know what to tell you, Dana. No, nice try, though.
I had to try!
No extra gummies.
But I'm playing blue!
Even Sadie knows.
I took a blue card over a
Oh,
blue.
Jimmy likes the choice on the green sources. You had plenty. This hand actually isn't that awkward on mana.
No, it's not. It's very slow.
It's very slow, but you... It's up to you. I mean, inscription is removal.
Ew.
So I would probably do, let's see.
The swamp first.
I think, well, you probably, it depends if you're going to want a 2-drop, but you could always do that. It's up to you, because you might want to wait to see what land you need with the Terramorphic. So maybe a swamp? Tommy says, damn, that Onyx teacher avatar is pretty. You like the Onyx.
I
teacher,
do.
don't you?
Professor Gilbert Hicks is what I call it.
Oh boy, that's a Golos.
Right,
now, do you want to do the
Terramorphic
Terramorphic? Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you could wait, though, too. It's up to you.
Eh.
Do
It
now?
doesn't really
It
matter.
doesn't really matter.
Plains or mountain?
Well, you can get whichever the other one is. You have more, don't you have more red sources, or did you cut? I forget which.
Yeah. I'll do a plains.
Okay.
Also, Golos just searches up the land, so you
True.
know it. It actually didn't really
Not
matter.
that much. Domi says, oh, I see now we're playing 5-color Pile of Weirdness. Scarab God is the only non-land we need. Well, that is true. Grady
Well,
says, yes, more red in the
need more
duels.
than that, because there's a very
Oh, you're
slight
drawing a
chance
bunch
to
of
draw
land, but
this
that's
one.
okay, because they've been really slow. Hold on.
Oh, wait, no. This.
Hold on.
Hungry.
Let's think here. Because Blooming Marsh is going to come into play tap now.
Yes.
So you could do the... Oh, you're going to probably... Are you going to play Vraska?
Yeah.
And just plus Vraska, and if Vraska gets hit, Vraska gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see that then. Okay, then the pathway. I don't know if you want to sacrifice anything, though, right?
No, I definitely don't.
It was probably going to die anyway.
Decline.
Okay.
I mean, it just pluses her.
Yep. No, I think this is a fine plan.
Next turn, do we Golos or do we Scarab God?
Ooh. It's going to be a problem.
Good hits.
Oh, nice outfit, Dork. We will get you a Coco code. Okay. Now, what is the plan here?
Golos or Scarab God?
It's a good question. Well,
Maybe Golos, because Scarab God?
Golos Domi Brahm says, yeah, because you're
Because
kind
then
of
next
like,
turn I can activate Golos.
you can activate Golos, which seems really, really good.
Unless they kill Golos and then we're sad, but you know.
Scarab's got better when we're at 9, yeah. Okay.
We want this.
You want to get that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to sacrifice.
Jumi says, Hardcast Shark Typhoon. I actually don't know what that card does when you don't cycle it. Unfortunately, it does bad things.
Uh-huh.
Like, that is going to be a problem.
It's going to be a big problem.
At this point, we're in right now. Scarab God is almost strictly worse than Golos. That is sad.
Oh wait,
Smurfy
Scarab
King
God
says
can
sharks are
recur
gonna eat you.
Golos.
Oh, That's true.
Scarab God can recur Golos.
Okay, so let's think about this. Unfortunately, you're going to do some dying to sharks. Have you played a land yet?
No.
Okay. Can I see inscription?
I could kicker it.
You could kicker it and kill a shark, force them to discard that card. You don't get anything to return, but that's okay. You could also Scarab God. Terrific King says it kills 2 sharks.
Oh yeah, because Vraska can kill the other shark.
Yeah, you can definitely
but then
do
Vraska...
that. Yeah, Domi's is not worth it to inscription. Although that way you save Vraska, right?
No, because the simulacrum.
Well, if you do... Oh, you're right. What do you think?
Scarab God, because then Vraska does live.
Yeah, no.
If I plus Vraska, then Vraska...
Kill 3/3 shark, Bantu eating Vraska. Oh, that's another option. Well, your time's going to run out, Dave. You got to do something now.
Okay, Bantu, Vraska.
No, activate Vraska first.
I was running low on time!
I know. That's okay. You don't have to... I don't know if you want to kill Vraska now. I would say submit 0, maybe. Unless you want to sacrifice a land. You have a lot of land. Maybe do that, I guess. Yeah, you can plus Vraska. That's true. You can keep Vraska by plussing Vraska.
And then plus?
Yeah.
But don't.
Do you want it?
Plus.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't think I want it this time.
It's up to you. You could sack a plains because you have the white source now, but it's up to you. But then again, you're going to want maybe to have Golos going. It's up to you. Okay. This kind of works too. Jimmy brings up a good point, by the way, that they wouldn't have taken the Triumph with Golos. You have all your sources. You'd rather draw land that cycles. Right? Because you're kind of getting flooded.
Oh. Well, there goes Vraska that way.
Oh, that's sad. And they have an army of sharks.
Uh-huh. Sharky, do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark. Baby shark, mama shark, daddy shark.
Yeah. At least they didn't exile Scarab God, Domi says. Alright, what's your plan here? And I wouldn't play land yet. Let's see what land
Scarab
you kind
God?
of need. Scarab God?
Yeah.
Do you attack first?
Yeah.
Do you inscription? I don't think inscription does a whole lot.
No.
I think you attack with Bantu because you're fine trading for a shark.
Yep.
Actually, I'm not sure Scarab God's what you want, but hear me out after this. Have you played a land?
No.
Okay. What if you Traxos and Arena, but don't let the auto tapper betray you? What do you think of that as a play?
I kind of like that, actually.
I mean, you do run. You are losing life that way, and you're getting beat down is the problem. But then Traxos at least untaps
with the Scarab.
With Scarab God. I'm not sure that's correct. There are a lot of options. Oh, Lily says both on least amount of decks for Tribal Commander decks is bats, with only 4 decks. Homunculus says 5! Oh, I was close! It's possible I could Lurgoy of Tribal decks since there's only 10 of them. Oh! Oh, now this is interesting. So, what is your play to stay alive? You've got some options here, actually.
I do. I can Rankle, I can Scarab God, I can Stonecoil Serpent. I kind of like a...
The Stonecoil Serpent does have reach.
It does. The Rankle is flying.
Right. So, Do you rankle and stone coil?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, now hear me out. If you rankle, okay, so is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
So do rankle. Now, can't you attack with Traxos?
Yep.
Right?
Hey-ya.
And then you do Stone Coil for 3. Or do you inscript? Hold on. Or do you inscription?
I don't have the black sources.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
have
you
the
don't.
sources
Okay.
to do
Okay.
that. And
So I
auto
guess you do
tapper
that.
did not, and it's not because of
Oh.
auto tapper.
Yeah, you're right. You just didn't. Period. Yeah, land won't make a difference, but do play it. Yeah. This game. First, so many decisions on the lands. Now so many decisions in game. This has been. The land, sadly, is a tap land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Otherwise, that would have been a lot better. I'm still not sure you're in the best spot.
They
That
have
was
a Scarab God?
that was
They
rude.
can get my Golos.
Oh boy. Well, Dana, not sure how well this game's going for you.
It's not going well at all.
Smurfkin says, "Oh hi." We have all the cards in the world. I don't know what is going to happen here, but yeah.
Land. I don't know how to get rid of the Scarab God.
Well, you can inscription away a shark. And make them discard too, but that seems very unexciting with all the cards they have in hand. You can cast Scarab God and kill a shark.
I kind of like that.
That Sharknado that they had early was not good. Oh no, they countered it. They countered it. Also creating a shark. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over.
This game's very over.
Wow. Ranger Alpha just went in consecutive turns. Double Vision, Magma Opus, Fight with Fire Kit. Ooh, that's really good. You okay, Dana?
Yeah. It was the inhale.
Early Sharknado is an oof. Yes, agreed. Yeah, that early Sharknado. Ugh. All right, next one.
Wait, because it is almost gummy time. Only 4
Yeah, Dominic
minutes,
pointed that
20
out, actually.
seconds.
Yes. Gummy rules.
Then, yeah, we have to figure out gummy rules. Whenever I play a land that has
Whenever you play a
2 or
basic
more.
land. How? You can't get an easier condition than that. Whenever you play a basic land.
I only have 6 of those, 7 of those.
That's plenty. All you have to do
I
is
like gummy
play.
when a non-basic land.
Hold on a second. Whenever a basic land enters, so you get it from Terramorphic Expanse, Skittering Surveyor can find it for you. How about this?
I can still only
Okay,
use
I got a
that.
deal for you. Basic land, or Golos or Prismatic Bridge, because those were the things you were doing the lands about.
Or Scarab God. There's only...
Okay, but in that case, Dana, you actually have to play the basic land, not come into play. Cut one for Terramorphic Expanse.
And skittering, so...
No, because that brings it to hand, actually. I think that's
Fine.
All right, there you go. Rating versus anytime you play any
I
card.
like that. I like that.
Mhm,
Oh, I
mhm.
like that so much.
Jenny says, Dana, but Daddy, just one more extra gummy. Daddy, no Dana. Is Sadie sad? Sadie, no Dana. I agree with Daddy. Dana is more sad and hungry for a bunch of gummies. Yes. Surfer King says whenever you cast a spell with 3 or more colors to cast it. That's an interesting thought. You want to do that, or do you want to do the basic land plus your big 5 drops?
Yeah.
Well, not all of your 5 drops, but your multicolored 5 drops ish.
Well, Golos is not multicolored.
Golos is good because it leads you to multicolors.
Yeah, but Golos technically isn't multicolored.
I understand that. Doesn't need to be 3 colors, just use 3 colors at least. I don't know, Perfect Kings, that could get out of hand.
I like that.
Nope, I think that gets out of hand fast. Really fast. Thank you, Dusty Cupboards, for the follow. Yeah, Perfect Kings is on your side.
Oh
My God. Yeah?
And I have white, blue, black, and red. Ironically, the only thing I'm missing is green.
Yeah? Okay, I think you're okay with this, yeah?
I'm fine with this.
You have an early 2-drop.
I do. Actually, oh yeah, I guess I can cast it on 2.
You can, if you shock in. I don't know if you need to be shocking stuff in.
You know, Hagrid Mauling is actually really good against us because, like, we don't have many basic lands.
That's true. It only costs 3 right now against your opponent.
That's because they don't have any land.
Exactly. Okay, what's your first land play going to be?
Temple of the Sea.
Or do you wait to see what you get is the only question. It's a trade-off. Like, the Temple allows you to shock in the Triton, but I don't know if shocking in the Triton is really worth it too much anyway. So it's up to you. I can see this either way.
Well, the Temple, because it's for sure going to be tapped. So
That's one way to look at it.
Honestly, I like that. Actually, maybe
I don't know, because you have your white source and your blue source and... Well, with all that 5 color stuff, Dana, again, you might need the Temple for blue or for black, the Hollowed for white, and the other one for red. So you might need the planes.
Yeah, so let's do the planes.
Maybe. I mean, you're unlikely to find the black, though. It also gives you a painless untap land, which is not the worst thing. Don't we just keep playing so we Golos on 5th and maybe Bridge on 6th? Yeah. A chance you Bridge on 5. Blood Moon would be a beating. Oh, Blood Moon would
well,
be
it'd be
so
Golos
bad.
on 5 and Bridge on. Well,
Yeah,
I guess if I draw a green
Golos on
land,
5th, Bridge on 6th, but you could.
I could get a green land then.
Hope you don't mill green source with Triton. Well, you do have a couple.
I have 6.
Yeah, you have a lot. But you don't want to mill any.
Oh, you know what? I also want to keep the planes on top.
Why?
Because it's a gummy. I actually just thought of that now.
I suppose. Now, hold on.
No, I want to play the tap.
Do you play it? I don't know. Do you get in with the Titan now, or do you your tap lands? I think you do your tap lands, sort of. Well, I can see this either way.
Undertapped.
Okay. Don't we see, Dana? Only advantages on keeping planes, yeah? Your opponent has something, by the way.
Uh-huh.
You see how much it stalls? What do you think it could be?
Shock.
Shock is one thing I think it could be.
I'm guessing it's shock.
Okay.
Blood Crypt.
Blood Crypt tapped?
Yep.
Okay, and then you can do Myra Triton.
And then next turn I can Rankle Master Rankles.
Oh!
No green.
That actually was fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was.
Phyrexian Arena might have been kind of nice, but that was fine.
Honestly, when will I cast
Don't
it?
use Haggis if your opponent doesn't control basics. Yes, it costs 1 less. So it's like a minor advantage. Yeah, what you actually need is land.
Mm-hmm. Preferably green land, but...
Tommy says, just got worse in my headcanon. Thought it was like if you didn't control basics. Yeah, it's a kind of a confusing one.
Oh, sad.
Okay.
That's what they had.
Oh, Click
Thank
Clicky!
you, Clicky!
Thank you for the raid.
Raid!
Hope you had a good stream. Oh.
Raid.
Can I see Dragon's Guard Elite? Let's see. Okay. Nobody says phone is ringing. Yes, the phone is ringing here.
Yes.
So. Yeah. I mean, the Pyromancer is an issue. Oof. Okay, so you have a couple of options, Dana. I think your best play this turn.
Is Rankle.
Is it Rankle? Or is it Exclusion Mage? I think you want to buy time.
Oh yeah, so Exclusion Mage on the Dragon's Guard Elite.
Yes.
And then Hagrid Mauling tap, so the next turn I can Golos.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, it is. I was thinking about which land. You want to do that? Okay. I mean, you do really want to be able to Golos. It's always tough playing Hagrid Mauling as a land, but it happens. So. Oh yeah, and Stream Elements is announcing the Discord channel again. There's been some cool questions of the day there, hasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Some fun discussions, so if you get a chance to check it out. Thank you again, everyone here that helped set it up. Lots of people had good input. I think we're going to arrange like a viewer tournament this summer, right?
Uh-huh. We need the blue-green pathway to play it as a green land to then bridge. That's not it.
Nope.
Flames Gummy.
Okay, so now what land do you need is the thing. You have white, black, easy, and then blue. Ugh, you're going to have double white now, red. Okay, well, you need green.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, let's see, do you have double blue. Do you do the Blooming Marsh since you're not using it now anyway?
Mm-hmm.
And this way, yeah? Oh, green, red, blue, triome, Domi said. So you can get green and double red. Well, you don't need double red for anything.
No, because I have this.
So maybe
black
Blooming
land.
Marsh, because it's the one that's going to be least useful to you later, drawing it?
Well. Botanical
Oh, you could do that as well.
Sanctum.
Yeah, you have a lot of black. Yeah, I like Botanical Sanctum even better.
And
No attacks.
no attacks. Yeah, I want to be blocking. Because I definitely win the long game.
Jimmy likes Blooming Marsh. Yeah, but you're right. Botanical Sanctum is fine too.
Next turn.
Do you bridge next turn?
Uh-huh.
Seems
yeah.
so good.
And then if I get a land, untapped land, I can Mind Stone as well, and then like Golos stuff. Honestly, I'm not sure when I'm gonna actually be casting Wrinkle.
I know, Wrinkle's just not that exciting. Reading where it says so hard to choose between Bridge and Golos.
Well, we couldn't.
You couldn't do
cast
Bridge that time.
That time, yeah. Oh, Golos does another gummy.
So, yeah, Click Clicky. I don't know what you were playing before, but hopefully it would be fun. It was fun. Oh, Click Click. Sorry, I missed this message. Anytime was enjoyable. Hit double digits for the first time, so I'm on that hype. Oh, awesome, Click Clicky. That's awesome. Uh-oh.
That was sad.
It was very sad. But, you know, it's kind of okay, actually. Really? No. Do you block it? Let's see. Does it have trample?
No.
Okay. Or do you save the Exclusion Mage as a blocker for other things? Maybe you save it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you Mind Stone and... Oh,
Now
there
I
you go.
can.
Yeah? You bridge?
This probably is blue.
You definitely have more blue stuff, but you already have 3 blue sources, so it's up to you. Maybe? Yeah?
Or maybe green.
Maybe green?
Just because I like green better.
Jimmy says Exclusion Mage is holding back PZ and its tokens. Yes, that is true.
And no tax.
Yep. This seems fine. Like, you're at 14. And Prismatic Bridge, does that trigger on your upkeep?
Yes, at the beginning of your upkeep.
Okay.
Please don't have enchantment removal. That's not enchantment
No.
removal.
And you know what? They are kind of tight on lands.
They are.
I mean, less so now.
I have 7 lands. On the other hand.
Yeah. You could Scarab God back Golos.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And I get a dummy.
Oh. I think you block Pyromancer. I mean, you probably have a trick, but... Okay.
No trick. Sure.
I don't know. You have a lot of stuff that needs black. Maybe it's another black?
Sure.
Well, hold on. Before you play that, do you want to, or maybe you want to play Crack the Mind Stone?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Huh. What do you like here?
Honestly, I like God Eternal Bantu.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a land first.
Yeah. Now, wait, hold on. Are you going to sack the Skittering Surveyor?
Oh, for sure.
So do you want to attack with it?
It has summoning.
Oh, it's summoning sick. Just came into play this turn. Never mind. Alice says, why not both?
You don't have the mana for that.
You don't have the mana for both. And you didn't know you were going to draw that God Eternal Bantu, to be fair. Okay. Now, what are you going to sack? That. And I think you do. I think you can afford to sack at least one land.
Maybe this?
Maybe even 2. What about the plains and the swamp?
Sure.
What do you think? That? Or is that it, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Do I do this for 2?
It's up to you. I mean, you're going to have plenty of stuff to do with your mana, maybe. And between Scarab God and Rankle and all this stuff, you're going to have like so much to do with your mana.
Uh-huh.
Dolly says, at least we didn't reveal Stone Coil. This is true.
Yes, this is very...
Jenny says that she's eating gummies right now. Ah, there we go. Okay, what's scary that they... Ooh.
First around games?
Nothing terribly scary.
No, nothing very... No.
Oh, Dolly wants to know which gummies. I wouldn't sack Surveyor. It chumps 6 damage. You can have Stone Coil also as a chump in this case. But yeah, that's fair.
It being a 2/2 is actually kind of useful because they have a ton of...
Alice says it blocks trades and gets reanimated.
And I Bantu.
Oh, that's true, because you can reanimate it, whereas Bantu exiled it. That's fair.
Ooh, I got wall run. Ooh.
Oh my. Okay. Well, oh wow. So you've got stuff. The Dragon's Guard Elite is going to be an issue at some point.
Yes.
Maybe even some point soon. Okay.
Scarab God?
Well, okay. So what are you doing first, by the way? Is the question. You're going to have 7 mana.
If I want it.
Right. The question is, do you attack and either force them to chump or, like, kill the Dragon's Guard Elite? Huh.
I don't like that, actually.
Okay, but do you cast Rankle and attack with Rankle as well? Or are you going to cast something else? I think you cast something else.
I'm casting Scarab God.
Okay, so do you attack now?
What?
Oh, I can't attack anymore.
Around. Yeah.
It's all good. All right. Do you
Scarab God?
cast Scarab God?
Oh, yeah.
And then Terramorphic? What was that gummy for? Oh, Scarab God. Oh, I thought it was Castoromorphic. I'm like, wait. All right. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
And put a stop in your upkeep. I think. Yes. Just in case. Oh, what are you going to choose?
Creature.
Okay. I think you have the most creatures by far. Okay. Stop on upkeep now. Dominic says you go face because face is the place. Alice says you could attack and blink. Yeah, there are a lot of choices there. Alice says, I don't know if you sack the Terra.
Oh, we're going to.
Well, you don't have that many basics even left, I think.
No.
How many do you have? Here, let's see. Click on land.
I have a.
No, you have,
I have an island,
basics.
2 swamp, and.
So, Alice, what is your thinking in terms of not sacking the Terramorphic Expanse? It seems you'd leave it to sack to God Eternal. But that's true on the recasting of it. But, okay. Oh, that's not nice. You okay? Something go down wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy says, isn't it better for us to pick land since we're full of those and Bridge wants us to have creatures in the deck? That's true. And you know what? You are going to be able... You have a lot of use of land with Scarab God.
Mm-hmm. But the Scoos is really annoying.
It's very annoying.
Mean Scoos.
That's really, really annoying.
Uh-huh.
You lose no mana and still have the land in the deck for mana later. Oh, that's what Alice is saying.
Uh-oh. That's a problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, Alice is... Well, you do lose mana in that it doesn't come into play. Oh, you sure? Okay.
I'm gonna sack it.
All right.
I want more mana,
Okay.
honestly. Island.
Okay.
I think I hear Annie barking.
Okay, so you want to do you resolve that first?
Resolve that first,
Okay.
yes.
Not the muster site. Now, question.
So. Oh, I'm 1 mana short.
Of doing it twice?
Yeah, because, like, I can do it on
Yeah,
both.
because whatever you do, Scoos is unfortunately going to just empty things.
Oh, this is a zombie.
It is a zombie. What do you think here, Dana?
I think just resolve.
Yeah, I think whatever you target,
Scoos
just does bad things. Okay.
Definitely bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. And draw.
Oh my god!
I can steal their Elder Gargara.
Actually, you can. I'm wondering if you steal the Scoos. Isn't Scoos ruining your day the most with Scarab God?
I guess, yeah. They're gonna exile Golos in response, though.
Probably, but then at least you can get the other stuff. Like, I don't know. I can see this either way.
But this thing is just so good and big.
It's up to you.
Yes.
You can see it either way, Dana. Make a choice, though, soon. Make a choice,
Okay.
Dana.
Elder Gargara.
Okay. I didn't want you to run out of time. Now think about your attack now, because you're already
Attack
short on time.
with Guard Eternal Bontu.
Okay.
Play Swamp.
Okay.
I'll do this later.
Is Scarab God attacking?
I mean, I would trade with this and then go to the graveyard and then Scoos eats it.
Okay. So probably no. Oh, wait. Can I see Scarab God? Does it go to graveyard first? Let's see.
Oh, no, when it dies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So Scoos
yeah.
will eat it. So nope. Okay. Jimmy says, I like Aggerath because who cares Scoos if they're dying? It's a good point. Domi says, they need to answer our big things. Picking Gargoyle seems better since its face is for the face god. All right, Dana. It looks like chat tends to agree with you. I think it was a very tough choice. I think they raised some good points. My initial thought was Scoos, but then I saw the wisdom of Gargaroth as well. Now, what do you want to choose here?
Probably land.
Land, you think? Yeah, I can see you needed land.
Oh, I got a land.
Okay, there you go then. Oh, and you wouldn't have gotten anything with creature. Did the rest go to the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Rating where you need to get flyers going now and get over the top. Yeah. But you have flyers, is the good thing.
Aww!
Oh no! You worked so hard for that.
It wouldn't have mattered if I took the skills.
No.
Like, okay, girl.
Well, it actually did make it allowed you to get in with Bantu.
Oh, yeah.
Now, on your turn, Dana, let's think about this, because time is a bit of an issue.
I don't want to do anything, because...
Do you attack with... But, like, is your plan going to be what? Like, cast Rankle?
Mm-hmm.
Or cast Traxos and then Rankle? How much mana are you going to have? 9?
9, yes.
You could do some Yorion stuff as well. You could do Rankle and Yorion.
I like Rankle and Yorion.
Okay. Just to get the flyers there. I think that's probably how you win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest.
Well, this has reach.
Oh, yeah, you do need a problem.
It's a problem.
Wow, that has so many things. Why does it have so many things? I don't think you want this.
No.
You can kill Scoos.
Ooh, yes. And I can make them discard the cards that they have in their hand. I like that.
Okay, but you can't do that. You can do that in Draxos. I don't... Or you could do that in Yorion. No.
Well, no, this is 7 mana.
Oh, that's 7 mana. Oh, that's a lot.
That'd be
Yeah,
7.
make him discard. And do you have anything from your graveyard you can return?
No.
No. Because it's just a creature?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to make him discard? Or do you want to just kill the Scoos and cast something else?
Honestly,
It's
that
up to
might
you.
be better.
Okay?
No, this one.
Now, think about what you're going to do, because your time is kind of short.
I know, so many decisions. I'm gonna Rankle.
Just get Rankle out there?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it
Actually,
can't really attack.
what is Yorion? I guess Yorion can flicker the Bantu to sacrifice the Foulmire Knight.
It can. Or do you Traxos for beats later? Or do you... It always says don't sack our 1/1, it has Death Touch. I'm not sure you want to be drawing a bunch of cards either, though, Dana. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
might be at risk of decking.
So maybe Traxos.
Traxos, so it's ready,
Mm-hmm.
at least. You can see that. Oh, wait, hold on a second. You can also now Scoos freely if you want. Play the mountain. Dana, you're short on time. Play the mountain. Do you want to Scoos something instead?
You mean get something?
Get something. Or Scarab God on their turn, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, so pass.
Okay.
Land.
Okay? Yeah.
Oh,
Alice says, I like the Traxos play. Don't we just Scarab God on their turn seems better. Okay, so what do you... Let's look now. What are you going to Scarab God, you think? Look at their graveyard and look at yours. You could Young Pyromancer. You could Scoos. That doesn't seem that exciting. You don't actually have things that exciting, but whatever you do is a 4/4. You need to kill the Elder Gargaroth. That's what the problem is.
mm-hmm.
Skittering is not as bad. It can save Odin.
And we have 8. I don't like that I think they're gonna do something else to kill Scarab God.
I think you might be right. And they're running short on time too.
Oh, it ran out on
I
them.
think that's okay, right?
Yeah, past two attackers.
Or are they just hoping that you block?
I would have attacked first in that case.
I mean, that Falmar Knight is actually holding them back nicely.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards do they have left? A lot.
16.
Okay, they're not getting decked. If anyone's getting decked, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time to decide as well. Everyone's taking time. Uh-oh. Okay, so do you want to activate Scarab God now?
I think I want the Skittering Surveyor.
Do you want that?
Actually, no, because I don't want to get something out of my deck. So maybe the Scoot. Because I don't have many instant sorceries, so maybe Scoos.
Scoos? Yeah? Okay, you can do that. That's very sad. Is there anything else you can do? Probably not. Okay.
My turn.
Hold on, do you want to activate Scoos?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is or Planeswalker.
Yeah.
I just got a Vraska.
Okay, let's think what we're going to do, because remember, time's limited here. It still can't kill Gargaroth.
No.
You can kill the 7/7.
I can't. I like that.
Okay, that's a good play. Yeah, that's a good point, Domi.
Ooh, and then I can Yorion to flicker Vraska so she comes back. So she comes back in with 4 loyalty.
Yes, but you can also, can you Traxos and Yorion? You can.
Yes, I can.
You want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Many worse is exile Gargaroth. If only you could exile Gargaroth.
Just exile.
You can flicker Bridge too.
That doesn't really do anything.
It prevents you from getting decked. What else do you have in your deck, Dana? Click what you have in your deck. Let's see here. I mean, there's like a Polyk coming at some point. Oh, that actually.
It's coming next turn.
Oh, but you know, yeah.
So.
It's up to you. And then, did you want to do Bantu or no? Probably.
No.
Okay. Is that it then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Play the Blooming March, probably?
And pass.
Yep. Okay. Whew. By the way, do you do...
creature.
You want creature?
To get Polyk back
Okay.
to my hand.
Okay.
Because otherwise I would get the land back to my hand.
Although, this doesn't really leave anything then for... Prismatic Bridge is the thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Allrend.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have many cards. What? They may not have realized how low on cards you were, Dana.
I know.
I mean, that isn't... They were just like, oh my god, you're gonna, like, get all this stuff. Well, Pelukranos was gonna be a machine.
Oh,
because Pelukranos could get rid of Gargaroth. And then you're like you actually probably were in decent shape unless they had something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whew. The game was tiring, wasn't it? Yeah. Are you having your 2 victory gummies? Mm-hmm. You earned them that game?
And I don't think push-ups is the best. With
No. You've been like a little bit allergies and other stuff bothering you, so.
And having a little trouble breathing.
Yeah. I know, there's definitely something in the... Oh, yeah, you've had your bloody noses. We've had like 3 in the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's no fun. Wow. Okay. Whew. That was one of the more exciting matches. Kind of hectic.
Yeah, I had one Friday morning, Sunday morning, and today afternoon.
Yes. Donnie Sasada was 4/4, 5/5. That Hydra is a beast. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for all the good tips. Sorry I couldn't really keep up as much there. with everything. There was a lot going on. I think cube is one of the more skill-intensive things here. What do you think?
I think that this hand is fine.
I think it's fine too. You can see what you draw, so you keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Long John says, hey, win is a win, even if it was due to an oversight on the part of your opponent. Yeah, although I thought that initially, but then I realized what Pelucranos was going to do, and it was going to be pretty cool. Okay, so let's think about this. I think you have actually a pretty important decision. Do you want to play the Hagra Mauling as a land? Or do you want to... You know what? You probably aren't. You could actually play
Because I have the Vraska's Contempt.
You do. You could also play one thing first right now. Like, you could play the Swamp and see what you get.
I like that better.
Okay.
And then pass turn.
I mean, it doesn't allow you to play Stone Coil Serpent for 2, but... I mean, that's not that thrilling anyway. Oh.
This?
That might be what you want to play. Yeah? And what colors does that give you?
Soul Tie.
Okay. So you're missing red and white. But Surveyor can get one of those. Jimmy said, absolutely awful drafting powered cubes. I end up doing dumb stuff like lotusing out Thragtusk and my friends yell at me. Okay, so let's think about this here. Oh yeah, that wants to be, well...
It doesn't want to be green or blue. I actually don't think it really matters because I have this green land, so maybe it wants to be blue.
Or do you play Overgrown Tomb tapped and not worry about casting anything? Or it's up to you though. What do you think? Maybe you play the Surveyor?
Yeah, so this...
Or do you play out the Blood Mage? Because the problem with Surveyor is you'd like to ideally, like, plug a hole in what you're missing.
Mm-hmm. So...
Blue?
Yeah. And then draw a card, lose a life?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
And pass. Definitely don't want a Stone Coil Serpent for 0.
No. But you have that option.
Also...
You really want land, so do you Overgrown Tomb tap and Skittering?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I think so.
We're missing red and white.
Now don't you have more red options?
Let's see,
Is
we
that
can kind of
true?
scroll through. Yeah, I only have one other white option.
So,
and for red,
so do the white?
I also only have one other.
Oh, really? So it's one of each?
Oh, wait, no, I have 2 other for red.
So then white's right?
Yeah. And pass.
Yep. Dummy says, can't wait to meet in real life friends again and do bridging. Yeah. Playing online is fun, but it's not like a Magic Fest or local game stories at Dana. That's kind of like your Callous Blood Mage.
1 less mana for 1 less power. Ooh. Okay.
So what do you think here, Dana?
Well, got Eternal Bond too.
Yeah, you could sack their you could actually sack both of their creatures. They're not that exciting.
I'll have to discard to hand size.
Oh, maybe you don't then.
Maybe just the Skittering.
Yeah?
And pass?
Yeah. Actually, the 1/2 was potentially better as a blocker for those things. Is what Darby was saying. But
It
you also
doesn't
have
actually matter
Bantu.
because I have Bantu.
Well, but they might remove Bantu. Or Bantu might want to get in there. Yeah, that's a good point. That's not good.
Well, that dies.
Jimmy says 1/2 is way better on this board. Yeah, no, that's a totally fair point.
It's going to die.
Then you can sack the 2/1 next time.
Right now, Kaya's about to die. Ooh. Or do I hold out Kaya for one for? Well,
I don't know. There's going to be something good later to steal, like for sure.
Yeah, so maybe I kill Kaya. Because if I wait a turn, I can steal the Kaya.
You can.
But I like Vraska's Contempt.
I kind of think Kaya's just really risky. Well, hold on. Swing with Mage at Kaya just in case. Well, they're going to block.
They're just going to block.
Yeah, they're for sure going to block, I think.
So.
You could play Stone Coil and save your Contempt.
We're running out of time. So
okay, up to you. Up to you in terms of what you want to do.
Contempt.
Okay.
Kill that. And Little Birdie.
Oh yeah, you can play the birdie if you want. Okay.
And then pass.
Okay. Birdie's a good blocker.
Birdie is a good blocker. What? Mill? They're gonna mill my god, he turned a bond to. Ooh, I can.
You could steal their patient rebuilding.
That just seems really.
I think, right? It's non-land permanent, like land?
It's enchant permanent. You can steal a land! I could steal one of their lands!
I mean, that might, if you draw land, that might not be the worst thing. But you need another land for it.
Deal.
This scares me, though, what they're getting.
Uh-huh. It scares me.
That said, if it's a creature, you can Hagra-Mauling it.
Unless it's Scarab God. They are the colors for Scarab God.
Doll!
Tap land. Well, play the tap land.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we see what the...
Okay, so what... Oh, do you have anything... What do you have in your...
Skittering Survey?
It's not the most exciting. But
well,
that is an option.
It gets me in...
Well, but another option is a big old Stone Coil.
I like that much better. 6.
Yeah?
Actually, I'm going to attack with the Haka
Okay.
first.
So they're going to mill whatever.
It does.
Right? So do you want them to mill away Bantu, or maybe you want to save Bantu? And Traxos doesn't seem the best right now. Maybe you leave Traxos on top and put Bantu on the bottom. No, put Bantu on the... What do you think?
Yeah.
Because that way, like, later you can get Bantu, and Traxos isn't that amazing with what you have in hand right now? Maybe? And then Stone Coil, or Alrind. Oh! I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you could play Alrind and name creature.
I could.
And then get the Traxos, even though Traxos isn't that amazing. I wish I'd thought about that earlier, though I forgot that.
Same.
I forgot you had Alrind in hand.
Well, technically it was because of the Haka.
I know. It's up to you, though. Or you could do Stone... Like, you think... What do you think? Well, you do know you're going to hit with Alrind at least, but okay. Oh. They draw 2. That's sad.
That is sad. And they milled away a red source. Very sad. Golos. We really want Golos. Prismatic Bridge is just okay, but we really want Golos. sad. They destroyed all creatures.
Yeah, that's not the worst.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not actually.
Domi says, that's a strong enchantment we'll have. Thanks for such charity, opponent. Yeah, I think you take the patient rebuilding.
Play this land.
If nothing else, I do love a good puzzle.
What? We milled an Alistair. Oh, we got the prismatic. Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay, so, wait, I don't think you can do, you
I
can't
can't
cast
prismatic bridge, but I can cast Golos to
Golos
get
for a red source?
to then cast prismatic.
Time to improvise.
I hope they don't find something.
Well, I still got a gummy.
Nice!
And that went pretty quickly.
Let's see. Do you... Blood Crypt, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. It's gonna be tapped anyway.
Then do I Haka again?
You certainly could. You can see... Yeah? You want to hack up? Domi says, I've already demonic tutored for basic lands. I regret nothing. Domi says, isn't patient rebuilding the best card in M19 limited? Domi says, most repeatable big number mill cards are busted in limited. Yeah, Dana, an interesting point here. All you really kind of have to do is survive.
Mm-hmm.
9 seconds are fleeting.
They have, and they're gonna mill out sooner than me at this rate.
Oh, easily. Even without
Oh,
the
yeah.
help of patient rebuilding, right?
Mm-hmm. I still think we prismatic bridge.
Yeah. Jimmy says, well, it's good card advantage, like an average 1.5 cards each upkeep. Yeah. Be nice, I'm shy. I say, sure, but why survive when we can 5-color thrive? Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh. Actually, it's not terrible. It's
Jimmy
actually
says, we
not
just need to
terrible.
keep Teferi in check, though. You might be trying to fetch an enchantment removal. Yeah. Wow, I'm going to put this card.
Prismatic bridge?
Well, hold on 1 second, though. That's fair. I mean, you need to not die is the key thing, right? I'm wondering, though, you could Vraska and Prismatic Bridge? I don't know
I
if
can.
you can. And you can kill the 5/5.
Oh yeah, I can. I can definitely do that.
Can you do that with colors, okay? Or
Uh-huh.
you could
I can do that with colors.
inscription and get rid
Oh,
of
wait.
some of their cards. But
Can I? Do I have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have enough mana.
you have enough mana. Do you have the right colors, though?
I don't know.
I think you do.
Well, this.
Here, try tap normally for Prismatic Bridge. Tap manually.
Red,
You have one
black,
timeout, so
white.
green, and then the one that's
Green.
only blue. Yeah, you're fine actually. Okay,
Yeah.
you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Teferi's building them too.
I do love a good puzzle.
Oh, Vraska's gonna die, by the way. Maybe that's fine though. Is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, Vraska would kill the 5/5 and absorb damage, though.
You won't see the end coming until it's too late.
Vraska definitely helps us stay alive.
Yeah.
I grow
We play the
bored with this
temple.
fight.
Mm-hmm.
Vraska -3 saves us 7 life. Yeah. That is a great...
Don't need that
I don't know, Dana. You have like a fistful of action. Land is not the worst thing for you to draw. What do you think?
Sure, and it's a gummy, so.
There you go. Jenny wants to know what are your top 3 favorite games.
Magic, TFT, Legends of Runeterra.
Okay. I knew the top 2.
Yes. Top 2 are kind of obvious. They're the 2 games I stream. Is it possible to say Paper Magic, Magic Arena,
I
TFT?
don't know if those are considered same or different. It's a good question. I don't know.
Technically, they're the same
I don't
game. So,
Yeah, I would say they're probably pretty much the same. What do you think, Dana? You're going to kill them with their own card? Patient rebuilding?
actually, technically, they also have had a hand in milling themselves. So. Oh, wait, with keeping the land on top, the Prismatic Bridge is just gonna go shoe with it.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's okay.
It doesn't actually. It doesn't.
Uh-oh, which... oh, this is Professor
Professor
Onyx.
Onyx.
Tony says, I already expected it was lore because it's like Magic but with TFT images. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like a combination, right?
They're getting close to ulting.
Opponent is really going Suicide Squad. Yeah. Oh, they're just looking for an answer.
Oh, oh.
Can you force them to draw? What was that all about? Maybe that was just for fun. Yeah, that was just for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice. That was kind of cool, actually. I was like, that does what? Toby says great suicide. Yeah, that was a good point. Whew. All right, Dana, these games are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, Jumi said opponent was digging for that disenchant. Yeah, that would have been an effect that does it. Or just taking a good look at their deck. Yeah, that could be. Mark says taking draft to the 3rd power. Yeah, this draft is craziness.
I'll keep this.
This seems good. Jenny wants to know what Harry Potter house you're in.
Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Keep?
Seems pretty good, actually. Like, it gets you a card, it gets you an early creature.
Definitely no.
What? No serpent for 0?
That just seems... It's literally just...
Oh, Mark says, oh, because it's cube. Of course. Yeah, draft to the 3rd power. It's cubed, right? Why didn't I think about it in that context? Okay. Well, hold on a second. Maybe do...
Well,
you know you're going to do it as green.
I already have 2 blue sources.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. At first I'm like, well, maybe you get more information, but then, no. You do this and Stone Coil for 1. No, not interested?
No. It still doesn't seem like it.
No, it's horrible.
Alright, bastard.
Okay.
I really gotta stop laughing because it's now hurting to laugh.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to laugh.
I'm too funny.
It's not you.
Oh, Domi's asking what Jenny's top 3 games are. Jenny says, me and my daddy are Ravenclaw, but my aunt is a Slytherin. Oh. And Mark just said, I've never met anyone who's in house Slytherin, yeah.
Honestly, do we do the Overgrown Tomb tap?
I think you do.
And then Callous Blood Maze?
Yeah.
And draw?
Seems good, right?
Ooh! That's good.
Okay.
And pass.
Yeah.
Still don't want a Stone Coil for 0.
You could also just slam Allrund.
I can.
Jenny says TFT, Roblox, and Minecraft. Also, what's Adam's top 3? Dummy says. Ooh. Well, definitely Magic.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, it depends if it's like currently or all time. I would probably say,
Let's do currently.
well, Magic and TFT. Hmm. I don't know for a third. I'd probably say League. You're gonna do this and all. Oh, now keep in mind, Dana.
Well, this is the only
They
one.
may have a counter, but they may not.
That's fine.
Okay, just Allrund. Okay. Oh yeah, the sun's doing some weird thing on your. Oh, you know what? I will fix that because the light moved around. Let's see. Did that fix it?
It's that one, but
Oh, is it that
we
one?
didn't do anything about.
Is that what's? No, it's not actually. Oh no, it is a little bit. Yeah, it is a little bit. They counted it, didn't they? Don't be suggesting Terraria because it's cool and close to Minecraft. Yeah, I've seen Terraria. Now, if it was all time, I'd probably do Magic. I don't know. The current, though, I just weighs heavily in my thoughts, I guess. But Magic TFT, maybe like Civilization series is probably.
I don't even know what the game is.
Strategy game from way back. All right, what's the plan here?
Rainbow Master of the Prinkle.
Okay. Mark says Age of Empires. It's kind of like Age of Empires. Jimmy says I'm a Dota player.
I don't want to hack Remodeling as a land.
No, probably not.
Ow! That was sad.
I know, this deck just has all the answers.
It is white-blue.
Your favorite?
Technically, it's not my least favorite depending on the deck. Like
Okay.
if it's a blue-white Flyers deck, Demir's worse. Ironically, I'm playing Demir.
Now, do you want to play that tapped or untapped? What do you think?
Tapped, I don't see.
Oh, no, wait, hold on a second. You could kick No Priest, couldn't you?
Oh, and get
Rankle?
back to the battlefield. Oh my god, that seems so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so untapped.
Oh, wait, whoa, hold on a
Or
second.
do I get all round?
Honestly,
Rankle.
no, I like Allrund. I can see it either way. I just think you get so much advantage with Allrund.
And pass.
Okay, and what are you going to pick to do?
Creature.
Yeah, I can see creature. Oh, very sad.
Very, very sad.
Domi says Age of Empires is great. Age of Empires 2 is on my top 3, both actually and all time. I've never played the Age of Empires series. I've wanted to, because it kind of seems like it has some similar concept to the Civilization series. But yeah, my thinking with Allwood was with their playing a control tech, Allwood hopefully would get you immediate value.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, it didn't work out that way. I do like this plan though, Dana, for the TFT doing the notes and debrief.
And hopefully I'll be able to take notes on my phone. It'll be like one of the first uses of my phone.
I know.
Because like we would probably have been spending like most of the day setting up my phone.
Yeah. Major Office says
And a phone number.
Age of Empires 2 is oddly enough still being actively supported, despite the game releasing in 1997. Ooh.
Well before I was born.
Wow.
Imagine if Sadie was... born in 1997 by the time I was born, she would be a teenager.
Yes. No.
But that would be too
Okay,
far.
Dana, you're up against another deck that's trying to mill you out. Of course, you turned the tables on the last one.
Technically, I didn't have any of my own mill cards.
That's okay. You stole theirs, even better.
And to be fair, they also did a lot of milling
That's true.
themselves well.
Okay, now before you play anything, let's think through this.
I think I just want to do a big old stone coil serpent.
Okay, so do you want to first attack? I mean, they could have something that could deal with the all-run only if it's tapped and attacking, but they already used one of their, one thing like that. But they could have something else. But it's also 5 damage.
Uh-huh. I'm going to attack with the Null Priest as well. 'Cause I'm fine with
And Blood Mage too?
well, that just gets blocked.
Yeah, but then they can't block the... I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it does give much hanging back, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, they do have another one!
Sad.
Oh my god, I can't believe they have another one! Another one of the, only if it's tapped. Very sad. That seems okay. Big old stone coil. They're kind of tapped out at this point at least, right?
And then land.
Yep. Oh, Long John's mentioned Master of Orion 2. That's another one I wanted to try. We can get around to it. I think not yet. It's very old now, though.
I really want a Golos, Scarab God, or Prismatic Bridge.
I know.
My 3
Your 3, like, big.
bombs.
Yeah.
Honestly, Golos before Prismatic Bridge so that I could get the red source.
That's sad.
Just now it doesn't matter.
Do you first want to sack the Mind Stone? Okay.
It's tapping fine.
Really?
I don't need more land. And I also don't want to do this because I don't want to mill. I only have 20 cards left.
I mean, it's up to you. It is 2 damage, and it's a nice death toucher. It's up to you, Dana.
Watch me mill Prismatic Bridge. Okay, so that.
You milled land, actually. That wasn't...
That's not the bad.
Although, then it depends what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, hello!
Hi! Oh, hi!
Jenny says, Dana, in your opinion, are gummies a dessert or a snack?
Snack.
Yeah, they're more of a snack.
They're a snack that has a lot of sugar.
This is true.
It would be rude if they had something to exile a card in the graveyard.
Okay, yeah. Pelucranos was not bad.
No, it wasn't. Polymain.
Okay.
Polyman?
Yeah. You don't want to get rid of any creatures, right? If you can help it. Now you have to?
Yeah. That one I don't think is
Okay.
that great, and that one without being kickered. So.
Okay. Playland? Yeah. Because keep in mind, Pelucranos can now just like machine gun. Now, do you want to attack?
I'm fine with the 3.
It's like, because you need to beat them down, like big time.
No, they milled Golos!
Scarab God is still in there.
Prismatic Bridge is still in there.
Long John says, Jenny, the correct answer to your question is yes. It is also one of Dana's major food groups, like vegetables and dairy. Oh boy, they have all the cards.
I don't know. I don't have gummies that much outside the street.
Uh-oh. I think this decks you. Or comes close. Because they just drew a whole bunch.
Oh, they drew 7 cards.
Yeah, it was weird because the trigger took a ways.
If they drew 7 cards...
Are you done?
They milled Scarab God? Wait.
No, you're not done. Yet.
Okay.
You're close to it.
I'm basically done.
You need Lake Claim. Is that in your graveyard or your deck?
It's in my graveyard.
Oh no. Because you need to... Oh, no, wait. Vrask. Oh, no, that's in there too.
That's in my graveyard,
Oh,
too.
a swamp! No, hold on 1 second, though. If you kill the Realm Cloak, you can get in for 14. But then, how many cards are in your...
2, and then Teferi's tutelage mills them, so I'm dead.
Oh!
But we're gonna do style.
You didn't do it anyway? Molly didn't go face down. He said, yep. We need 6 damage.
And then concede.
That was sad.
That was really sad. That was quite sad.
But I think this is... What, you're 2 to 3 and 2? What are you in? Jenny's like, 6 damage, scat!
I think I'm 2 and 2.
2 and 2. All right. All good, right? This one is a really interesting one.
It's a really interesting deck.
It's not your usual. It's not your usual.
No, it's really not.
Because it is base Demir.
Actually, more it's base black.
It's black 5 color.
There's no blue in this. This can help find blue. Ooh. Do I risk it? I need a blue and a green.
You do.
This.
The Callous Blood Mage is key because it does help with some things.
And I have lots of time.
You have your off colors. I don't know. It's up to you. You go first. I don't know if that's good or bad, but okay.
Gotta risk it.
Okay.
Gotta risk
I mean,
it. Also has 4 gummies in my hand.
oh, is that the real reason?
No, but it's a bonus.
It's a bonus. Okay, fair. Actually, Falmeyer can help you find something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But do you do the planes?
Mm-hmm.
I think you do, yeah. Well, there's your blue.
There's my green and blue.
Oh, okay. Well, you need white, but uh-oh.
Mm-mm. I have all 5 colors.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, but you also have a Scooty Boots. Hold on a second.
I can't get rid of it this turn.
No. I think you need to set up so you can do it next turn, though.
So, Temple of the Sea.
What do you think? Do you like that idea?
Yeah. Right now, Scooty Boots is in.
Oh, no. Actually, no, the Ketria Triumph would have as well.
Oh.
With Vraska.
Oh.
So, do you like that? That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good, yeah. And Valmire Knight to draw it?
Sure, it is an instant. You can wait if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, and pass because I don't want to trade it for an insect.
Yeah. Jenny said if Dana got to go to Hogwarts, what would happen? You'd like going to Hogwarts, huh?
I would.
Not the worst.
Mm-mm.
Pass?
Okay.
Okay.
I will take 1.
Because you had that stuff open. They didn't want to risk it. Y'all says, what's the step? No stipulation this draft. For the next draft, there could be. Okay. I think you have to get rid of Scoot Swarm. Like.
Bye-bye. Salutes.
And then the Triumph.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to avoid getting beat down.
Mm-hmm.
But there's actually lots of
Scarab
ways
God
you have to do
helps.
that.
Uh-oh. That's a problem. That's a big problem.
That's an issue.
Land. Scarab God and Foul.
Long John saying that, Dana, you would be one of the teachers at Hogwarts, not one of the students. What are you thinking? Scarab God?
And Foul My Knight.
Okay, I like that.
I'm just gonna do that to make sure Auto Tapper does not betray me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where I think Vraska would have been better because it's more limited in its removal. If Vraska got rid of the Scoot Swarm, and then you could Vraska's Contempt the Vorinclex. Oh. The problem is that even without anything, it's awkward. Because...
Vraska only comes with...
Oh, well, that's even worse.
Oh, God. That's gross. Problems?
This one is... Yeah, you're getting smacked. Hate to break it to you. Vorinclex is Trample.
Yeah, this says Death Touch. So it would... Even though I'll take 5 from the... Oh, wait. I can't. Otherwise, I'm dead.
No, I actually think you're dead anyway. I don't think you live.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm dead.
I think you're just dead. I think you're just straight up dead.
2 wins! Again!
Yes. You keep getting like 2 or 3 wins. Not the best, not the worst.